Hey guys, I wanted to do a video on a thing that's kind of a touchy subject for me, but then again not really, like I don't really mind talking about it, but the topic is going to be eating disorders. And I've had my eating disorder since I realized that I was going through it in 6th grade. And there are a lot of people that go through eating disorders, and it's not just me, I know that. I know a lot of people who had eating disorders and who have had eating disorders. The eating disorders that I know of, I guess, I know there's a lot more probably. Bulimia, anorexia, and purging, and a whole bunch more, I think. But I have anorexia, and it is hard. So hard. I guess when people ask me why I guess I am anorexic or whatever, or why I choose not to eat sometimes. And to be honest, I really don't know. It's been a question that I've been struggling to answer for many years, and I just really don't know the answer. But I've been thinking in the past couple days about it really hard because it's difficult, and I go through basically like a cycle, I guess you could say. I'm eating and then not eating, and then it's not fun. But when I was little, my momsy always told me that if you couldn't see your ribs or if you couldn't feel them without pressing down on your rib cage, then you were considered fat. And I basically revolved my whole life around that. And if I couldn't see my ribs or if I couldn't feel them without pressing down, I considered myself fat. And my family isn't the skinniest of people. I'm probably the skinniest out of my family now. And I was watching some videos of me over the summer, and as you can tell, like in my shoulder area, I have lost a lot of weight. And I don't know if you've noticed it, but I have. And when I saw that, I seriously wanted to break down crying because I'm trying to stop. I want to eat like everyone else. I want to eat and think that I won't gain anything from it and I will still be the person that I am, but it doesn't happen. And it sucks because I want to just be normal, at least in one way. I want to, I guess, eat something without worrying about how many calories there or are people going to judge me if I gain any weight off of this, or am I going to be able to keep it down? Because I've gotten to the point where I can't eat 3 meals a day. I've never eaten 3 meals a day. I don't eat breakfast, ever. At lunch I don't really eat a lot. I've gotten to where I'm eating less and less and less. And at dinner, that's basically my main meal, is when I eat. And if I eat more than I did the day before, I feel like I'm going to throw up. And I won't be surprised if I end up throwing up one day, because I guess it's one of those things that make you feel accepted. Like if you're not skinny, you're not accepted. Or if you're not a size 0, then you're not accepted. Or if you can't fit into that really stupid shirt or whatever, then you're considered fat. Or if you can't, I guess, rock a bikini body at the beach or whatever, then it sucks, to be honest. And a lot of people who have eating disorders know exactly what I'm going through. And I've been dealing with this, like I said, since 6th grade, and probably longer. But I realized it in 6th grade. And it's difficult because I go through a cycle. It's about a weekly thing where one day I eat like a normal person, and I don't worry about anything. I don't worry about how many calories I'm going to get from it, if I'm going to gain any weight or whatever. And I have never been over 100 pounds, and I'm 15. That says something. I get a lot of people commenting about how tiny I am all the time. My legs, I have a gap. My legs don't even touch. When I put my feet together, they don't touch. And I hate it when people are like, you're so lucky you're skinny, and things like that. And to be honest, it makes me feel worse. Because I don't want to be like this. Yeah, I know, I guess being skinny is great, but I have a lot of pain from it. Like, my knees hurt all the time. I have really bad knees because I keep falling on them. And I had a really bad longboarding blowout, and it fucked up my knee permanently, and I can't play any sports because of it. So let that be a lesson to you. Don't go down really, really big hills on a longboard, on a skateboard, on a bike, or anything, unless you know exactly what you're doing. Because if you don't, you're going to lose your balance and you're going to fall off. And then you're going to get kicked in the back of the head by your cousin who thinks you're not okay. Which, anyway. And I always have pain in my legs, in my back, in my chest area because I have dislocated ribs. And a lot of stomach pain. Like, I never go without any pain. And I kind of have a low pain tolerance in some areas. Like in my knees, I've gotten to where if they start hurting, it's not a big deal. But I can't walk for a certain amount of time. I can't run a lot. Like, I can't even run a mile without them start hurting. And I have really small fingers, really small. And I am just small, naturally. And wait. My waist is about probably that big, maybe, but like that. And my hip bones stick out. And I have ribs that are sticking out because I dislocated them. And yeah. It's hard. And it's not fun. I don't enjoy it. If there was a way that I could actually help myself without telling anyone that will for surely judge me or whatever, that wasn't even a word, I can't tell my parents because everything I do is wrong. And it's not easy to tell someone something if they're just going to judge you, and you should be able to tell your parents everything. And I don't have that. My family likes to make fun of me a lot, and I know I'm not the only one that has that. And I've had my cousin, who I've known for so long. I've known him since he was born, and the same with his brother too. And about 2 years ago, we were just sitting at my mom's house, and he looked over at me and called me a faggot. And asked me if I cut myself, and asked me if I was anorexic. And it's not easy to be accepted with the way I am, or the way I could be. And it hurts, it hits home, especially when it comes from your family. Because it's just something that really, really hits home to me, I guess. And if you're having an issue or anything else like that, you can come talk to me, because I've basically seen it, done it all, pretty much. But if your parents don't accept you, or if you want to tell someone about this, like, for some people this may not seem like a big deal, but for the person that's going through it, it's a really big deal, because you want to be like everyone else. And I'm going to be honest, I hate skipping meals. I hate not being able to eat a lot, because a lot of people will comment on if I don't eat a lot. They'll be like, oh, you eat like a bird, Natalie, or you need to eat more. And I hate it when people basically cram food down your throat because you won't eat. They're like, you need to eat, you need to eat, you need to eat, you need to eat. And it bugs me because it's hard. I want to eat, but I can't. And It's it probably wouldn't be a big deal if that was the only problem that I have, but it's not. There's a lot of other issues that I need to resolve first before I can, I guess, solve this issue. And I'm probably going to end up living with it for the rest of my life. I don't know. We'll just see what time does and if everything works out great. But it's always good to keep a smile on your face and be a bubbly person. And I'm not saying go out and have a fake smile or anything. There are times when you will be happy and you can smile like a little dork all the time. And even despite all your differences and problems and issues and disabilities, you're still you. You still have a personality. You can still make friends. You can still find that person that you love so much. And you can just go out and follow your dreams. That's just how life works. If you're not given with a perfect life, just strive to make it better. So just think about that, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.